Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. We are now going to explain how to set up a spray job for spot spraying. So like we did in the past for blanket spraying or pre-emergence, we go back here, we hit spray data again, brings up your spray diary, put in operator name, your weather information, date, the date and time are automatically set. Then we know what time zone you're in, what the date is, so that's automatically put in there. Go next. Now we'll hit spot mode, so we'll push that button, then we'll go next, and then again you've got your products. So once you put the products in, make sure you're using comma and spaces to separate the products so we know in the system what's what. Go next. It'll also come up with the mixing rates as well in litres per 100 litres for as many chemicals you've got. Then you've got your chemical rate in litres per hectare. Go again next. Now this is a crucial part of the system. So with spot spraying, our sprayers are set up with a recirculating boom for spot spraying and a non-recirculating boom for blanket spraying and rate control. So when you're spot spraying, make sure to have your sprayer set up for recirculation. Make sure you turn the green taps on the recirc boom to open so that we've got constant flow through. We're getting proper agitation of the whole chemical, because sometimes there might not be any weeds, so the chemical may sit in the boom and settle. So that recirculation allows us to keep the chemical agitated. So this is a crucial part. So the system will be constantly set at the same pressure, and ideally you attempt to do the same speed as best you can, which allows us to have an accurate nozzle rate in whatever settings you're doing. So we generally set our systems up with blue 40 degree 03 nozzles, which at 3 bar of pressure is 1.18 or 1.2 litres per minute, depending on what nozzle brand you're using. So making sure that you've got that accurate and you've got that worked out and calibrated. Then we'll hit next. And then you've got your tank volume, which again is just reset. It's a memory thing in the system. So if you've used a 2,000 litre tank, or you've only got one sprayer that's 2,000 litres or 3,000 or 4,000 litres, it will remember that. So that makes it easy. Then we've got the comments again, so essentially having whatever extra information you want to put in your spray diary to have on record. Go next, and then we'll start recording. Now what you'll notice is we now have an extra button here. So this blanket override system will allow you to essentially turn all of your nozzles on across the whole boom, depending on if you've got a super high weed load and you want to really dose those weeds. You can hit that button anytime during the spray, as long as your main sections are on, and that will constantly spray. So if you've come into a patch where it's just all weeds, you can hit that button, it'll turn all the nozzles on, stopping spot spraying. So it will definitely make sure we get all those weeds covered. Then when we turn the sprayer on to spray, you'll see we've got all of these little boxes and rectangles underneath the sections. Those are the nozzles. So we have nozzle indicators which turn blue when the system sees a weed, and so you can tell, it makes it easy to tell if we're actually spraying and what's going on throughout the whole boom. And once you've finished your job, we'll then again hit the red spray data button. That stops recording your job. That then also allows you to upload the spray diary once you're back in internet connection at your home shed, at the home base of the farm. So hit that button, and then diary uploaded.